परत तुमच्याबरोबर बोलणार आहे. तर चला आपण हा पसारा काढूया. म्हणजे पसारा म्हणजे 3 टायमाची भांडी, सकाळ दुपार संध्याकाळ. तर ही आपली भांडी वगैरे साफ करून घ्यायची आहे. त्यासाठी सगळ्यात अगोदर किचन साफ करून घ्यावं लागेल. तर सोनू जेवायचं आहे, मी आणि पिऊ जेवण झालेलं आहे. पिऊचं माझं दादाचं जेवण बाकी राहिलेलं आहे, तो जेवण करतो. दादाचं सुद्धा जेवण झालेलं आहे. हात बसलेला आहे, खूप लवकर सुद्धा नाही. आता जेवण सुद्धा मी लवकरच करत आहे. कॅमेरा थोड़ा चलते का इस तरफ चला, तुमचं झालं का दुपारचं जेवण? जेवणामध्ये काय बनवलं कमेंट्स करून नक्की सांगा. आम्ही दुपारी जेवणामध्ये डाळ आणि सोयाबीनची आमटी बनवलेली, तीच हे केलेली आहे. आम्ही दुपारी भात भाजी भाकरी असं काही खात नाही, डाळ भात खातोच. तुमच्याकडे काय होतं दुपारचं जेवण ते कमेंट्स करून नक्की सांगा. थोडासा आवाज कम कर बेटा. तर हे आपलं रोजचंच रुटीन आहे की सकाळ संध्याकाळ दुपारी 3 टाइम आपलं जेवायचं, भांडी घासायचं, भांडी काढा उष्टी काढा, आपलं हे चाललेलं आहे. फॅनचं स्पीड थोडंसं कम कर. पूजा जी बोलिए, पूजा दीदी बोलिए, आपने खाना खाया क्या? पूजा दीदी आपने खाना खाया क्या? आप भी मेरी जैसे हो, तीनों टाइम बर्तन वॉश करती रहती हो. सकाळ संध्याकाळ दुपार ही आपल्या 3 टायमाची भांडी घासावीच लागतात. भांडी ठेवून म्हणजे आपली सिंक मध्ये जर भांडी असली तर कर्म सुद्धा नाही की कधी एकदा ते भांडी साफ करतो. पूजा दीदी तुम्हाला पण असं वाटतं का? खूपच स्माइल करताय पूजा ताई. म्हणजे तुम्ही पण माझ्यासारख्याच असणार की 3 टाइम भांडी घासत असणार, म्हणूनच इतकी स्माइल करून स्माइली पाठवलेल्या आहात. प्लीज सब्सक्राइब टू माय चैनल. जिन लोगों ने सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया उन लोगों के लिए बोल रही हूँ, जल्दी से जल्दी सब्सक्राइब कर दीजिए. तर पूजाताईने खूप हसू पाठवलेलं आहे, कारण पूजाताई पण माझ्यासारखेच आहेत, 3 टाइम भांडी साफ करत असतात, म्हणूनच त्यांनी एवढे हसू पाठवलेले आहेत. तर मी शुगर केन जो गन्ने का जूस होता है उसका शॉर्ट वीडियो चैनल पे अपलोड किया है, अभी जाके देख लीजिए. शुगर केन का जूस मैंने चैनल पे अपलोड किया है, जाके देख लीजिए और कमेंट्स करके बताइए. घर में बनाइए और फिर कमेंट्स करके बताइए. गन्ने का जूस शॉर्ट वीडियो अपलोड किया है, जाके देख लीजिए और घर में बनाइए और कमेंट करके बताइए आप लोगों को पसंद आया क्या. हम लोगों को तो पसंद आया. गन्ने का जूस का वीडियो अपलोड किया है, जाके देख लीजिए और सब्सक्राइब कर दीजिए और कमेंट करके बताइए कि आपने बनाया कि नहीं। डिटेल में शॉर्ट वीडियो सॉरी डिटेल में आपने हफ्ते का वीडियो भी डाला है, जाके देख लीजिए।
Welcome back to Kids Story. For those of you who joined a little bit late today, we have Mr. Hira, the immortal, to share his stories with us. Now, there's a guy out in the audience who has a very interesting question for you. I'm going to read it to you. Mr. Gila, you said that trade was booming and that coastal cities in India were rising.
यस हाय, बोलिए बोलिए, जल्दी जल्दी बोलिए, आपने खाना खाया क्या? एसके जी बोलिए।
The southern half of the Indian subcontinent has this beautiful long coastline full of hills, plateaus, and river valleys. And this is where the farmers grew their crops, which happened to be very good, by the way. The river valleys were extremely
ओह माय
fertile.
गॉड, चाइनीज भैया बोलिए।
All sorts of innovative techniques.
आई एम फ्रॉम इंडिया, आई एम फ्रॉम इंडिया।
Rich coastlines demanded that the people give them gifts as well as money. Also, the farmers in these regions ended up paying lots of tax. They paid these taxes not just in cash, but in lieu of part of their produce of wheat or rice as taxes. For example, supposing they grew 6 kg of wheat, they had to pay 1 whole kg of tax.
आई एम फ्रॉम इंडिया।
You see what's happening here? People are being taxed for the crops being produced, making the coastal regions the prime spots to collect large amounts of tax money. All the powerful chiefs and kings wanted to control.
ये वो बॉटल तोड़ देगी बेटा, उसके हाथ से बॉटल छीन लेना।
Easy tax money. While the kings in the north were moving to the south to control the coastal kingdoms. All these powerful coastal kingdoms were
नीचे रखो।
themselves expanding over the seas, threatening slavery,
सुनो।
but nation, power and money was everything to be, and these guys were to great lengths to have them all. Kingdoms were flourishing. They continued to grow rich. Poetry and art became popular. All kinds of phrases about the rich kings were being written in the form of poetry, stories, some sort of a literature called the Sangam literature.
from the fertile land around the river Kaveri.
The other important city was Madurai, the capital of the Pandya's. The Cheras had also set up base in interior Tamil Nadu. It was called Karunelu. From the city, the chief even went on military expeditions to the neighboring areas and collected tributes. So, taxes, gifts, tributes, that's a lot of wealth flowing into the hands of the rulers, isn't it?
Okay, come on now. They were not that bad people. They were kind to their people. In fact, they would keep some of their earnings and distribute some of their wealth with their families, their army, soldiers, and even poets.
Oh, yes, the poets. Right. So, the poets composed poems in praise of the chiefs who rewarded them. Now, what did they get for all this praise?
But I must tell you, I was a poet for a while too.
Really?
And for our masterful flattery, my beautiful lady, we would not just get gold and we used to even get
विक्रम ठाकुर जी बोलिए हाय हेलो कैसे हो आप लोगों ने खाना खा लिया क्या
ones that actually had the
विक्रम भैया बोलिए
No wonder the poets wrote only praises. So now we know that the Cholas, the Cheras, and the Pandyas ruled the southern coast for a long time. But things were changing now. Around 200 years later,
विक्रम भैया बोलिए ये आप लोगों को पसंद है क्या बताइए
let's take a look.
हेलो 44 हाय बोलिए खाना खा लिया क्या आप लोगों ने दोपहर का लंच टाइम हो गया क्या लंच में आप लोगों ने क्या खाया लंच टाइम हो गया क्या
Around 2000 years ago, a dynasty known as the Satavahanas
गुड मॉर्निंग
powerful in Western India.
अभी गुड मॉर्निंग नहीं हुआ है इधर गुड आफ्टरनून हुआ है आई एम फ्रॉम इंडिया आई एम फ्रॉम इंडिया
The South. Gautamiputra Sri Sattakarni was a
I am from India. Good afternoon.
lands of the South.
गुड मॉर्निंग नो सब्सक्राइब डन थैंक यू कमेंट्स करके बताइए अच्छी अच्छी वीडियो डाले कुकिंग के देख लीजिए सब्सक्राइब किया थैंक यू
And Pata, well, it means path. Dakshinapata pays the route for trade with the South.
यू वेलकम थैंक यू यू आर मोस्ट वेलकम
we know only because of literature and history.
लंच टाइम हो गया क्या आपका
The Satavahanas
लंच टाइम हो गया आई एम फ्रॉम
all right. But that didn't last.
आई एम फ्रॉम इंडिया ओ आई एम फ्रॉम इजिप्ट ओके आपका इजिप्ट में क्या जॉब है इजिप्ट इजिप्ट आई एम फ्रॉम इंडिया इजिप्ट में क्या है फेमस हमारे चैनल पे बहुत अच्छी अच्छी रेसिपी डाली है चैनल को जाके देख लीजिए और सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया तो सब्सक्राइब कर दीजिए
Hey, sorry, Mr. Virat.
Oh, no biggie, no problem. Hey, she's probably a silk shawl.
Like it.
Oh, this great so many
Nice
memories.
to meet
My
you.
what memories those are. Would you like to know the secrets to the techniques of making silk? Of course. These techniques of using silk, social package,
Oh, thank you.
Welcome back to
मुझे भी मिल के अच्छा लगा.
Now, I told you not to say the unfathomable.
इजिप्ट कंट्री कैसी है?
What's the story behind it?
हेलो भैया, फेवरेट डिश इज
I was out in Central Asia. I found Samarkand in Persia with a bunch of traders. We were trading some horses with Indian traders for spices. And then we came across a lone trader from China. He was in awe of civilization and the extent of trade that he was witnessing. I got to talking, became close friends with him, and went back with him to China. Then my life changed again. I witnessed the making of the most beautiful fabric in existence. I also became part of the silk route. Today, with the click of a few buttons, you can order a shoe you love that's made in Italy. This is transported across the world within days by a plane or by a container ship. That's how trade works today. Way back in time, some 2,000 years ago, you'd have to wait months before you can actually get your hands on your favorite shoe. It would have to come all the way from Iran or Egypt. And to make this happen, traders had to travel long distances in ships, in caravans, on foot, on horseback, on camelback, covering long trade routes all around the globe. Yes, spanning over 8,000 kilometers and 3 continents. We have the Silk Route. Now, when you hear the Silk Route, you must think it's a single route. But actually, it is a network of multiple routes established over 10 cities. It is a collection of land and sea routes connecting ports, cities, kingdoms, civilizations. And it was not just this happening on this route.
ए मूर्ख.
All kinds of things were traded on these trade networks. But why is it called the Silk Route? Why not, for example, the
चल खाओगा चल क्या बता रहा है? क्या क्या?
Silk Route?
ए चौकी के ये भी चौकी.
Into the history of silk a little bit. And who better to
चल दादा गेला
tell us
तिकडे.
this other than our very own Mr. Killer?
I need to drink coffee. I I need to drink coffee.
Well, the process of manufacturing silk is a pretty complicated one. And a very kept secret, I must say. China invented this technique of making silk 7,000 years ago. That's 5,000 years before the beginning of the Silk Route, mind you. And it was all because an empress decided to have tea mulberry tree. Yeah. And it was off Mexico. That's 5,000 years before the beginning of the Silk Route. Right? And it was all because an empress decided to have tea under a mulberry tree. Yes, a Chinese queen,
I love my
Empress
India.
Seeing
Okay.
she was sipping on her tea when suddenly a
Nice.
silkworm cocoon fell into her teacup, which had hot tea, right? And she was looking into the teacup at the cocoon.
Don't love you, Egypt. I don't love Egypt.
Shrine was
I love my
unraveling from
India.
that cocoon. And when she touched it, it felt such a fine and smooth thread. She immediately had her ministers look into this whole
India is nice country.
trial and error.
Oh,
These
India
guys
is my
raw
country.
silks can be extracted from the silkworm cocoons. This was then spun into a thread and then woven into silk cloth.
Egypt is good.
The
Oh,
techniques used for
okay.
raising these worms
Okay.
were also
I love my India.
in secret. Now, over in Rome, they used to think silk came from a tree leaf or a spider. No one had
I like
any
Indian
idea that
food.
this huge trade depended on these small
Do you like
worms
Indian
working
food?
into their cocoons.
It takes
Do you
50,000
like Indian
silkworm
food?
cocoons to produce just 1 kilogram of silk. And each cocoon produces a single thread of silk which can be as long as a kilometer.
And China was the only place in the entire world that possessed this exquisite piece of clothing.
I
And the
know to
techniques for
coming
making it, and
side.
everybody wanted it. The Chinese knew it, so they put in a lot of effort. Went to
My
far
daughter
on foot, horseback,
and
on
my
camels,
son.
carrying silk with them for trade. To further stretch their arms into the west, the Chinese rulers
Chocolate?
sent gifts
Do you
of
like
silk
chocolate?
to the rulers in
Yes.
Iran and West
Chalo.
Asia.
It's okay. हाँ थोड़ी सी दे दी उसको.
Was very
My daughter and my son. That is good. Thank
very
you.
expensive. And this was not because the Chinese were selfish or anything. These techniques, the long route, the expense of transporting it, the taxes and the availability of silk made it that expensive. Silk traveled all the way from China along dangerous roads, encountering mountains and deserts. I've done a few of those trips myself. Wow, what adventures!
Bye bye.
Some of the most adventurous treks, travels, and being silk traders who would be stopped by people living along those routes, and people would always be demanded for payment, right? It's like new routes, new people, new crossings, regions. Think of them like toll gates from today.
Wow, so that obviously means there was a lot of trade happening on these routes. But it sounds so dangerous. Were the merchants safe?
Obviously not. These routes provided pirates and bandits the perfect opportunity to loot the merchants. Which is why craftsmen to protect the traders who passed through their buildings. In return, the kings received tribute in gifts and will have good relations with the merchants. It was a win-win situation for everybody. Safety for the merchants and more interest for the king.
Come. आजा पियो. हाँ? हाँ. हाँ.
One such kingdom was the kingdom of the Kushanas. Over 2,000 years ago, the Kushanas ruled Central Asia, including Silla and Northwest India. Every kingdom needs their own
ते ठेव तिकडे डॅडीचे कपडे आहेत ते.
two major centers of the Kushanas were the Peshawar and the Mathura. The Silk Route continued to grow and expand thread by thread all over Asia.
अजून डॅडी ऑफिस मधून आले नाहीत ते
Were
ठेव.
the ones who paved the way for the Silk Route to expand further to the south of Central Asia. Soon the Silk Route touched the seaports through the river Indus. This was a big step forward into the expansion of the Silk Route. Earlier, if this exquisite piece of cloth had to reach Rome from China, it had to go
गाडी गाडी. अरे पकडलं. अरे पकडलं.
before finally
हा पकड. पकडलं.
with the advent of new oceans.
आले बापरे पकडलं पिऊन मला.
The silk would now travel from China to Rome through river Indus over the oceans, thus keeping it up in a shorter period of time. The long distance was now controlled by the fast
आपली हो आता रडते. तिला आता झोपायचा टाइम झालेला आहे. ओह.
silk and other goods were often attacked
घाई घाई करायचं आता.
the ships that made it through.
घाई घाई करते पिऊ.
Fashion to the lives of the Romans. This was because silk was now more easily available.
चल बाय करूया आता तिकडे बाय कर. बाय बाय. हाँ बाय बाय. पिऊ सोने का टाइम हुआ है इसलिए वो रो रही है बहुत. जल्दी मिलेंगे नेक्स्ट लाइव में. तब तक के लिए धन्यवाद. बाय बाय. सब्सक्राइब किए जिन लोगों ने उनका धन्यवाद. बाय बाय.